The receipt fluttered from Adam's desk drawer like a death sentence. Tiffany & Co., a diamond ring worth more than our monthly mortgage payment. But it wasn't the price that made my stomach turn. It was the handwritten note attached. For my dearest Valentina, forever yours. My name is Zoe, and until 5 minutes ago, I thought I was living the perfect life. I gripped the edge of Adam's desk, steadying myself as memories of our last anniversary crashed through my mind. He'd claimed work was too busy for gifts, too busy for dinner, too busy for me. The office suddenly felt smaller, the walls closing in. My wedding ring caught the morning light, mocking me. 13 years of marriage reduced to this moment. "Hey, hon, have you seen my—" Adam's voice froze as he entered the room. His eyes darted from my face to the receipt in my trembling hands. "Valentina?" I whispered, surprised by how steady my voice sounded. "That's an interesting name." "Zoe, I can explain." "Can you?" The coffee mug I'd brought him slipped from my fingers, shattering against the hardwood floor. Neither of us moved to clean it up. "It's not what you think," he stammered, taking a step forward. "It's complicated." I laughed, but it came out more like a sob. "Complicated? Like how you were too busy for our anniversary? Or how you've been working late every Thursday for the past 3 months?" His face paled. "You've been keeping track?" "I've been keeping track of everything, Adam. The late-night calls, the mysterious business trips. I just never wanted to believe—" My voice cracked. The sound of my phone ringing cut through the tension. Sloane's name flashed on the screen. We were supposed to meet for lunch. "Don't answer that," Adam pleaded. I picked up my phone, maintaining eye contact with him as I backed toward the door. "You know what's funny? I was just cleaning your office as a surprise, because that's what loving wives do, right? Please, let's talk about this." I think Valentina's ring says everything that needs to be said. I stepped over the broken mug, coffee seeping into the expensive rug he'd insisted on buying last year. I hope she likes diamonds as much as I used to. As I walked out of the office, my heels clicking against the floor, I heard him call my name. But I was already gone, my mind racing with possibilities I'd never allowed myself to consider before. The perfect life I thought I had was shattered like that coffee mug, and in its place, something darker was taking root. I pulled out my phone and dialed Sloane's number. "Hey," I said when she answered, my voice eerily calm. "Remember when you said I was too trusting? Well, you were right." Black mascara streaked down my cheeks as I stared at my reflection in Sloane's bathroom mirror. 2 hours had passed since I'd discovered the receipt, and reality was starting to sink in like poison. "Drink this," Sloane commanded, pressing a glass of wine into my hand. "And stop torturing yourself in front of that mirror. I look exactly how I feel, like a complete fool." I took a long sip. 13 years, Sloane. 13 years of thinking I was living some fairy tale. "You're not a fool," she said firmly. "You're a victim of a lying, cheating—" My phone buzzed. Another Instagram notification. Adam had just posted a photo of himself at some charity gala I knew nothing about. The caption read, "Amazing evening with incredible people. Blessed." "Oh my God," I whispered, zooming in on the image. There, in the background, stood a stunning woman in red. "That's her. That has to be her." Sloane peered over my shoulder. "Valentina?" "She works at the Children's Hospital, the one where Adam's firm handles legal affairs." My voice cracked. "He introduced us at the Christmas party last year. Said she was just a colleague." "Just a colleague who gets diamond rings," Sloane muttered. "What are you going to do?" The wine glass trembled in my hand. "Remember last summer when I thought he was acting strange? He convinced me I was being paranoid. Made me feel crazy for even questioning him." "Classic gaslighting," Sloane spat. "God, I want to kill him." My phone rang, Adam's face appearing on screen. I declined the call. "He's left 6 voicemails already," I said, scrolling through my phone. "Probably cooking up more lies." "Listen to me." Sloane grabbed my shoulders, forcing me to face her. "You need a plan, a real one, not just hiding in my bathroom." I wiped my eyes, smearing more mascara. "I already have one." "What do you mean?" "Remember Quincy, the real estate agent who helped us buy the house?" A cold smile spread across my face. "I called him on my way here. The house goes on the market tomorrow." Sloane's eyes widened. The house Adam insisted you both put in your name for tax purposes? Exactly. I finished my wine in one gulp. He thinks I'm too naive to do anything about this. Too weak to stand up for myself. And are you? I thought about all the times I'd ignored my instincts. All the nights I'd cried myself to sleep while he was working late. All the lies I'd swallowed like bitter pills. Not anymore, I said, pulling out my phone and opening my contacts. I'm done being the perfect, understanding wife. It's time Adam learns what happens when you underestimate someone who has nothing left to lose. You want to list it tomorrow? Quincy's voice crackled through my phone as I paced Sloane's living room. That's aggressive. Is it possible or not? My heart hammered against my ribs, but my voice remained steady. With the current market, we could have it listed within hours. But Zoe, does Adam know about this? The antique clock on Sloane's wall ticked loudly in the silence. Tick, tick, tick. Adam's opinion stopped mattering the moment he bought another woman a diamond ring. A sharp intake of breath. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. Be efficient. I gripped the phone tighter. Can you meet me at the house in an hour? I'll bring the paperwork. Sloane drove me home, the radio filling our tense silence. As we pulled into my driveway, Adam's car was nowhere in sight. Want me to come in? Sloane asked. No. I need to do this alone. Inside, I moved through the house like a ghost, gathering essential documents from our home office. Marriage certificate, property deed, bank statements. Each paper felt heavier than the last. The doorbell rang precisely an hour later. Quincy stood there, looking professional but concerned. Before we start, he said, setting his briefcase on the kitchen counter. Are you sure about this? Once we list, there's no going back. Look around, Quincy. I gestured to the pristine kitchen where Adam and I had hosted countless dinner parties. Everything in this house is a lie. Every memory is tainted. I need it gone. He nodded, pulling out contracts. Current market value puts it around $875,000. Given the location and condition, we could push for more. List it for $799,000, I said, watching his eyebrows shoot up. I want it sold fast. That'll start a bidding war. Perfect. As I signed the papers, my phone buzzed again. A text from Adam. Please come home. We need to talk. I love you. Quincy noticed my hand shaking. We can pause this if... No. I signed the final document with a flourish. How soon can you get a photographer here? This afternoon. I know someone who... The front door opened. Adam walked in, freezing when he saw us at the counter. Quincy? His eyes darted between us, then landed on the papers. What's going on? Just business, I said coolly, sliding the signed contracts to Quincy. You taught me that, remember? Keep emotions out of business decisions? The color drained from Adam's face as understanding dawned. You can't sell the house. Actually, Quincy interjected, gathering the paperwork, she can. It's in both your names. The ticking clock filled the silence once again. Tick, 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 like a countdown to destruction. And this is the master suite, the realtor chirped, leading another couple through what used to be my bedroom. 3 days of showings, and each one felt like a knife twisting in my gut. My phone vibrated. Forrest, my younger brother. You've lost your mind, he said when I answered. Mom just called me crying about your marriage. Did she also cry about her precious son-in-law buying diamond rings for other women? Zoe, stop! Forrest's voice hardened. You're acting on pure emotion. Selling the house? Really? I stepped away from the tour group. You don't understand. No, you don't understand. I just got off the phone with Valentina. My blood ran cold. You what? She reached out to me through the hospital network. Says she needs to talk to you. Says there's more to the story. More lies, you mean? She's crying, Zoe. Says she had no idea about you, about any of it. Says Adam told her he was divorced. The room spun slightly. That's impossible. We've met. At the Christmas party, where he introduced you as his law firm's financial advisor, not his wife. My legs gave out, and I sank onto the window seat. Outside, a for sale sign swayed in the breeze. I don't believe it, I whispered. She has proof. Messages, emails, everything. Adam's been playing both of you. A couple wandered into the bedroom, admiring the crown molding. I watched them plan their future in the space where my past was crumbling. Why are you telling me this? Because you're about to sell your house to punish him, when maybe... Forrest hesitated. Maybe you should be talking to Valentina instead. My phone beeped. Another call coming in. Adam. I have to go, I told Forrest. Zoe, wait. I switched calls. What do you want, Adam? Please, his voice cracked. Just tell me what you need. I'll do anything. The house, our home. We can't lose it. Our home? I laughed bitterly. Tell me, does Valentina know about our home? Or did you tell her you live in a bachelor pad? Silence. That's what I thought. It's complicated, he whispered. No, it's actually very simple. You're a liar. The only complicated part is deciding whether to tell Valentina everything myself or let her figure it out like I did. More silence, then. You've talked to her? Not yet, but thanks for confirming there's something to talk about. I hung up, my hands shaking. Downstairs, I heard the realtor announcing an offer had just come in. Above asking price, all cash. The perfect life I thought I had was a house of cards, and I'd just lit the match. But now I wondered, was I burning down the right one? You haven't touched your coffee, Darren said, gesturing to my full cup. We'd met at the closing of the house sale. He was the buyer's agent, and he'd asked me to lunch. Under normal circumstances, I would have said no, but Normal had left the building days ago. Sorry, I'm distracted. I pulled out my phone, showing him the email I'd received an hour ago. This is from her, Valentina. He leaned forward, reading, I know you have every reason to hate me, but please meet me. There's so much you need to know. Are you going to? I don't know. I finally sipped the now cold coffee. Part of me wants to ignore her, sell the house, and disappear. And the other part? Wants answers. My phone buzzed with another voicemail from Adam. 15 and counting. Darren's eyes softened. You know, my ex-wife did something similar, except she was seeing my best friend. What did you do? Something I regret. I was so focused on revenge that I missed the chance to heal. He reached across the table, touching my hand. Don't make my mistake. The gesture was kind, comforting even, but it made my chest tight. I pulled away. I should go. The final walkthrough is tomorrow, and... Zoe. A familiar voice cut through the cafe's chatter. I turned to find Valentina standing there, elegant even in casual clothes. How did you find me? Your brother told me you might be here. She glanced at Darren, then back to me. Please, can we talk? Darren stood up. I'll give you ladies some privacy. No, I said sharply. He stays. Whatever you have to say, you can say it in front of him. Valentina sat, her hands trembling as she placed a manila envelope on the table. These are all the messages, the gifts, the promises. She pushed it toward me. He told me his wife died 3 years ago. Cancer. I laughed, the sound harsh and broken. Well, I feel pretty alive. I know that now. Tears filled her eyes. When I saw you at the Christmas party, he said you were from the firm. I wouldn't have... Stop. I held up my hand. Just... stop. My phone buzzed again. Adam's face appeared on screen, along with a text. Please don't do this. I can explain everything. Valentina's phone chimed simultaneously. She showed me her screen. Another message from Adam. Baby, don't listen to her. She's trying to destroy what we have. Well, I said, a cold smile spreading across my face. Looks like he's still playing both sides. Darren whistled low. What are you going to do? I looked at Valentina, seeing my own pain reflected in her eyes. I think, I said slowly, it's time we compared notes. He used the same restaurant, Valentina said, spreading photos across my kitchen counter. The same lines, even the same wine. Le Petit Jardin, I muttered. He told me it was our special place. He proposed to me there last week. She twisted the diamond ring, my would-be replacement, on her finger. Said he'd finally finished his divorce proceedings. The closing documents for the house sale lay beside us, waiting for tomorrow's signatures. In less than 24 hours, this kitchen would belong to strangers. You know what's crazy? I poured more wine. I actually feel sorry for you. You got an even bigger lie than I did. Lucky me. She took a long drink. So what's the plan? Plan? Come on, Zoe. You're selling his precious house for pennies on the dollar. You're not stopping there. My phone lit up. Adam again. This time a picture message. Our wedding day. Both of us beaming. The caption read, "Remember how happy we were? We can have this again." I showed it to Valentina. "Check your phone." She pulled hers out. A different picture. Adam and her at the charity gala, his message reading, "No one has ever made me as happy as you do." Bastard can't even keep his manipulation straight, I said, reaching for the closing documents. You know what's interesting about these papers? What? Adam never read the fine print. Too busy juggling lies, I guess. I pointed to a clause. See this? Upon sale, proceeds go to a trust I control, not our joint account. Valentina's eyes widened. How much? Every penny. I smiled. Almost $800,000. He'll fight it. Let him try. My lawyer's better than his firm. The doorbell rang. Through the window, I saw Quincy's car. That's my real estate agent, I said. Here for the final walkthrough. Valentina stood, gathering her photos. I should go. Wait. I grabbed a pen. How would you like to help me destroy Adam's perfect little world? She hesitated. What did you have in mind? I scribbled a note on the closing documents. Tomorrow at closing, I'm going to need a witness. Someone who can testify that Adam told her he was a widower while married to me. Someone with proof. That would destroy his legal career, she whispered. The Bar Association. Exactly. The doorbell rang again. Your choice, I said. But remember, he was going to let you marry him while still married to me. How many other women do you think he's done this to? Valentina stared at the ring on her finger, then slowly slid it off. What time is the closing? I smiled, turning the key in the front door lock one last time. 9 a.m. Wear something nice. We're about to make history. Congratulations, the closing attorney said, sliding the final paperwork across the table. The sale is complete. Adam burst through the door just as I finished signing. Stop. You can't do this. Actually, I said calmly, I just did. His eyes darted around the conference room, landing on Valentina sitting quietly in the corner. The color drained from his face. Val, what are you doing here? She stood, dropping a thick folder on the table, supporting my fellow victim. Victim? He laughed nervously. Baby, whatever she told you? Save it, I cut in, nodding to my lawyer. Show him. My lawyer opened his laptop, projecting emails onto the wall. Dozens of them. Adam proposing to Valentina, Adam claiming to be a widower, Adam arranging their wedding. I can explain, he stammered. To who? I asked. Me? Valentina? Or the Bar Association? He stumbled backward. You wouldn't. She already has, my lawyer said. The complaint was filed this morning, with evidence. Adam's face contorted. You vindictive bitch? You're trying to destroy me? No. Valentina stepped forward, placing her diamond ring on the table. You destroyed yourself. I pulled out my phone, typing a message to our entire social circle. For those wondering why I sold our house, ask Adam about his second fiancée. The one he proposed to while still married to me. Don't worry, I have proof. Send, I said, hitting the button. Adam's phone started buzzing immediately, then Valentina's, then mine. You've ruined everything, he whispered. Funny, I stood, gathering my papers. That's exactly how I felt when I found that receipt. His phone kept buzzing. Colleagues, friends, family members all reading the truth in real time. The Bar Association will suspend you, my lawyer added. Probably permanently. Fraud doesn't look good on an attorney. I'll lose everything, Adam pleaded. Like I lost everything? Valentina's voice cracked. I was planning our wedding, Adam. I picked out a dress. And I wasted 13 years, I added. But hey, at least you kept good records. Made this all much easier to prove. The closing attorney cleared his throat. If we're finished, the new owners are waiting. I took one last look at Adam, the man I'd once thought was my soulmate, now reduced to a panicking mess as his phone exploded with messages. Goodbye, Adam, I said, walking toward the door. Oh, and don't bother calling. I've already blocked your number. Valentina followed me out, both of us stepping into the bright morning sun. Behind us, we could hear Adam's desperate voice fading as the door swung shut. Want to get coffee? I asked her. She smiled. I know a great place, not Le Petit Jardin. Perfect, I said, feeling lighter than I had in years. I hate French food anyway. The morning sun streamed through my new apartment's floor-to-ceiling windows as I sipped coffee, reading Forrest's latest email. Sis, I get why you did it. But forgiveness isn't just for him, it's for you, too. A text from Sloan popped up. Turn on the news, now. I flipped on the TV to see Adam's law firm scrolling across the breaking news banner. The managing partner was giving a statement. Following serious allegations of ethical misconduct, we have accepted the resignation of Adam Waters. Our firm maintains the highest standards of professional integrity. My phone rang. Valentina. Are you watching? She asked. Yeah, how are you feeling? Relieved. The support group you recommended is helping. Turns out we're not the only ones he fooled. I walked onto my balcony, the city spread out before me. 3 other women so far, all during our marriage. The Bar Association hearing is next week, she said. Will you be there? No need. The evidence speaks for itself. I watched a plane trace its way across the sky. Besides, I'm done giving him my energy. Zoe? Valentina paused. Thank you for believing me, for helping me see the truth. Thank you for being brave enough to stand up with me. After we hung up, I opened my laptop to finish the last chapter of my book, The Truth About Trust, A Survivor's Guide to Betrayal and Recovery. The advance from the publisher had already exceeded the money from the house sale. My doorbell rang. Darren stood there with 2 coffee cups. Thought you might need backup today, he said, nodding toward the TV still playing the news about Adam. I don't, actually. I smiled, accepting the coffee. But I'll take the company. You know, he said, joining me on the balcony. When we met, I thought you were out for revenge, but it was never about that, was it? No. I watched the city buzz below. It was about truth, justice, and maybe showing other women they don't have to stay silent. Your brother's right about forgiveness, though. I know. I turned to face him. But forgiveness doesn't mean letting someone keep their power to hurt people. Sometimes it means making sure they can't do it again. Darren nodded toward my laptop. Is that what the book's about? Part of it. I took a sip of coffee. He'd remembered exactly how I like it. It's about finding strength you didn't know you had, about turning pain into purpose. And what's your purpose now? I smiled, watching the sun glint off nearby buildings. Living life on my terms. No more perfect wife, no more perfect lies, just perfectly honestly me. I'll drink to that, he said, raising his coffee cup. We clinked our cups together, and I felt it. Not just healing, but something better. Freedom.